Hi Pisces, this is Power and Light Tarot coming at you with your general reading, and this is from November the 15th through the end of the month. And I hope you guys are all doing well here. There's a fire here in Northern California, and the air quality is so very bad. Anyway, let's get started here, and please check your moon and your rising, and you can get that at cafeastrology.com. If you don't know, you should be checking your sun, moon, and rising if you really want to know about your situation. And, you know, this is a general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. If you would like a private reading, you can hit me up over at powerandlighttarot@gmail.com. They're super affordable, and you will definitely gain some insight into your own situation. Okay, Pisces, as usual, I have two decks here, and that's for clarification and a more perfect message. I'm going to pull some cards here, and let's see what happens here. So the bottom of the deck, my beautiful Pisceans, is the Emperor and the Eight of Cups reversed. So that's quite interesting with your reading here. Your reading is here. It looks like you're doing damn well for yourself, all right, Pisces? And that's a good thing. My daughter's a Pisces, so anyway, so, you know, the Emperor, you could be dealing with an Aries, and you do have a lot of major arcana here, so you are, you know, going through some life changes. The Wheel of Fortune here as well, which always talks about fated changes. And also, the Eight of Cups reversed, you know, you may have been moving on from something, and maybe you are not. Sometimes the Eight of Cups, you know, can just talk about moving on emotionally in your mind. Doesn't necessarily have to be physically, although sometimes it is. But let's get into your reading here. I'm going to pull some of these, I'm going to pull a couple cards here. We have the Earth Wisdom Oracle. I'm waiting for some new Oracle cards in the mail, so that's kind of cool here. But let's pull a couple of these, and these are from the Earth Wisdom Oracle. So what does Pisces need to know for the last part of November, please? What does Pisces need to know? So we have Divine Light. So, you know, I feel like you are going to be enlightened with Divine Light. And, you know, the Divine Light can, you have the Wheel of Fortune here, which talks about, you know, the divine, basically, you know, your energy or changes, you know, changes in your life that are divinely guided. So the Divine Light here, you know, you're going to be having some awakening most likely here. The star showing up here, which can also always bring enlightenment, okay? So let's get another card. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know, please, for the latter part of November? So we have Grace. So, you know, I feel like this is a beautiful card here, Grace. And, you know, we have this woman here. And basically she's standing in front of the Tree of Life, I believe, okay? So this is very cool. To me, you are actually, you know, having some type of a spiritual awakening here, okay? Which is great. We also have Understanding at the bottom of the deck here, and I'll pull that out. You know, with Divine Light, there is Understanding. We're going to get one more card from these Goddess Guidance cards with these beautiful goddesses over here. I feel like your picture's over here, Pisces. So what does Pisces need to know for November, please? Latter part of November. So we have Sulis, sorry, bodies of water. Spend time near the water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So, you know, Pisceans need water because they're fish, right? And we all know that water is healing. The star card's showing up with, you know, water here, also telling you, you know, to go out to a body of water, sit by it, and you can gain some healing there, right? My daughter's a Pisces, and she went to the ocean one day, and she was applying for jobs. And she came back with a crab, and I just said, oh, you brought your buddy, your friend, all right? So, okay, let's get started here. And we have the Wheel of Fortune as the overall energy here, okay? That is very awesome. What's crossing it is the Sun. So now we have 2 major arcana, and for me, these are the 2 best cards in the deck, okay? So, you know, you could be going through something right now. You're feeling favorable. You are feeling good, and you may be feeling that things are going in your favor. The wheel's turning for you. And, you know, you're going through some changes that are faded, right? And that's why Divine Light is showing up here as well. And you're going through some faded changes, and they are very compelling. And you could be dealing with a Sagittarian too when the Wheel of Fortune shows up. But you're definitely experiencing light in your life with the Sun card, Divine Light. But you are, everything is illuminated now. You're able to see everything clearly for a better future, so the wheel can turn, okay? Why it's all happening is the Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands in the recent past. We have the Fool as what's affecting you consciously. The Two of Cups is showing up in your near future. That's awesome. You're seeing yourself as the Nine of Pentacles. That is another, you know, great, you know, really favorable thing here. The Queen of Cups is in your environment. I feel like that's you. The Star is in your hopes and fears, and the Ten of Swords is in your outcome. But never fear, Pisces, because, you know, you have a great reading here, okay? So, you know, why this is all happening is the Page of Cups, and it's showing up with the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Leo, an Aries. I have Leo here. This can be Sag. We also have the Queen of Wands right here next to it. So, you know, there could have been in the past, though, Pisces, it's possible there was a third party here because of this betrayal card over here. But never fear, because it's clarified with 2 really good cards, okay? But you could have been dealing with a fire sign, because we have a lot of fire energy. They're right here in why it's all happening and the recent past. And so let's go on with your reading here. Now, you know, why it's all happening, you know, the Page of Cups can be somebody who is offering an apology here. And that could be, you know, somebody could have maybe, you know, changed their mind, or, you know, maybe they know that they, you know, that they caused maybe some harm or something like that. But, you know, the Page of Cups can just be somebody coming forward and, you know, communicating with you, talking with you, possibly text, but, you know, communicating with you, and it is all positive. It could be regarding a new start, you know, like starting out slow. But that's why this can be an apology as well, right? Because we can have a new beginning with an apology. Now, you know, this can be you, why this is all happening, you know, offering your cup here. I'm not so sure it is, though. I don't really believe this is you. And I mentioned a third party in the past because there's a lot of people in your reading here, Pisces. We have the King of the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Empress is showing up over here, and the Queen of Wands is over there. So, you know, and we have a couple knights here, but just talking about the the kings and the queens, you know, there's a lot of people here. So, you know, why this is all happening, I feel like somebody is having the courage to come forward and offer an apology. This can also be that whoever you may be dealing with, as I mentioned, could be a fire sign. They could be full of passion here. We know that you know, the fire signs can talk about passion, right? Fiery passion here. And right here in the past is the Queen of Wands, okay? Now, in the past here, there was fighting. There could have been mind games here. We have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So this is serious when 2 fives are showing up together. And now this is in the past, though. So either you were dealing with somebody who was, you know, playing mind games with you, fighting. Maybe there was competition. Again, this can talk about a third party in the past, because the Five of Swords shows up with 3 people here, okay? And one of them's a little punk ass here, but, you know, somebody could have been playing mind games with you in the past, possibly, maybe a fire sign, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So, but I feel like somebody got the courage here. They got the balls, so to speak, to kind of, you know, either have courage about this situation. You know, the other thing is that you could be dealing with somebody in the past here who was just super passionate, right? And they were a fire sign. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could be somebody just super passionate here. And they could have been playing mind games, all right? And there could have been competition too. And, you know, other people involved here in a possible third party in the past. I feel like there was one. And I feel like it's gone away, though. I feel like it's not here anymore, this third party energy, okay? Now, I know you Pisceans don't like that kind of stuff, okay? Pisces are, they like to be with their partners a lot, more than other signs. This is what, you know, what I feel that I've learned over time here. Now, depending on what's in their chart, right? The Fool is showing up in what is consciously affecting you, Pisces. Now, it's showing up with the 9 of Swords here, or the 8 of Swords rather. So, you know, you're ready to take a new start. You're like, oh, I'm not dealing with this anymore, okay? This is a bunch of BS here, okay, where I was all stuck. Now, you know, I was stuck and there was all these clouds here. There were swords around me. I couldn't get out. And so here you are, you know, what's consciously affecting you. You're taking a leap of faith here. You're taking a risk. I think it's to go out on your own, all right? To completely go out on your own here. Or at least to build yourself, right? To work on yourself, nurture yourself, and take care of yourself. But here, you know, you're ready to leave the bullshit behind. And, you know, this guy has a little, I don't know if this is a chick or a guy or a dude here. But I think it's a guy. But anyway, this person, gender unimportant here, okay? This person is leaving everything behind. They really don't give a shit. They're wearing a new dress and, you know, they're cool with it, right? But they're getting ready to take a leap of faith. And they got their dog, too. So, you know, they're happy here, okay? And they're going to go out on their own. And they're not going to even worry about the past here, all right? Whatever happened to them, they're just like, oh, whatever, dude. I've kind of grown. I've kind of grown past that. And I have my personal strength now, okay? The Fool has courage and personal power. Now, we have the 2 of Cups showing up in the near future. So, you know, you could be calling a truce with somebody in the near future. And, but I feel like you're going to be in an intimate relationship with somebody. Okay? Now, the 4 of Cups, 4 Swords is here in the reverse. And you could be restless here with the 4 of Swords in the reverse, but this is more that you are coming out of this in the near future. You're coming out of this energy here, and you are going to be, you know, you could be in an intimate soulmate relationship here in your near future, and I feel like you're just going to be taking care of yourself here. You're going to be, you could be dealing with a Taurian or a Libran here when the Empress card shows up, but you know, I feel like you're gonna meet somebody. It could be this person who's in your reading. There is somebody here in your reading here. I feel like that you went through betrayal with, and you know, you could be nurturing that in the near future. Okay, you could be that situation possibly could grow here. You know, there's a lot of growth with the Empress. There is, you know, fertility and. But you could also just be taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself here in the near future. But I feel like you're going to meet somebody and it's possibly going to be really nurturing for you. It's going to be a productive relationship possibly. And it's going to be great, right? You're going to have personal power. You will be working on your own goals and your own dreams. You could be manifesting with the Empress, talks about, you know, things coming to fruition. So, you know, I feel like this could just be you on your own. It could have to do with this Three of Cups here. I mean, this Two of Cups here, you know. But because the next card out here, you're seeing yourself, Pisces, as the Nine of Pentacles. So, you know, you're seeing yourself as, you know, somebody who has enough dough to go get manicures and pedicures and, you know, kind of hang out and drink wine on Sunday afternoon in your vineyard, all right? On your estate, okay? You have your funny looking bird over here, which probably costs, you know, $2,000 here. But, yeah, you're feeling really good in, you know, you're seeing yourself as this Nine of Pentacles. You could be seeing yourself as having an increase also in finances. And you're just seeing yourself as single and feeling really good about it, okay? You got new clothes on too, so that's always a plus. Now, you're seeing yourself too as a Knight of Swords. So you could be, you know, delivering some messages, some information. You could be, you know, you're seeing yourself this way, rushing in possibly to just kind of deliver some information. I feel like what you are saying here is that, you know what, I'm feeling good these days about myself. I'm not going to put up with bullshit. I'm going to cut this out, okay? Or you're coming in, you're letting somebody know that you're not going to put up with their shit and, you know, you're this now. Okay, you're this Nine of Pentacles and you don't need to deal with their harsh words. You could also be seeing yourself as delivering harsh words, okay? Maybe because of some past betrayal, okay? Maybe because, you know, you're just feeling really strong here. You know, this, and abundant. So this Knight of Swords can just be kind of direct. It doesn't have to be terribly harsh, but I feel like you are feeling this way and you're communicating in some way because you are feeling so great about yourself right now. Abundant and, you know, very grounded too, okay? So next up we have the Queen of Cups. This is your environment. This is you, I think, Pisces, showing up as the Queen of Cups here, you know, sitting around the water here in your throne, which is completely, you know, your energy, you know, emotional energy, very creative, intuitive, and full of love, okay? Full of compassion, and, you know, feeling good here. So this is your environment. But I think that you are in, you know, in your environment, you're kind of deciding on something, right? You're taking a good look at something here with the Seven of Pentacles. This could be somebody else in your environment trying to decide on a matter, trying to make sense of a matter, trying to gain clarity of a matter, maybe trying to cut something out here. I think this is you, though, and what you are doing is, you know, weighing something up and basically trying to decide on it, okay, and or possibly cut it out. But I feel like this is you, and you are looking at your harvest, and, you know, you're in your Queen of Swords energy, so to speak, to decide, to, you know, to basically, you know, figure out whether or not you want to keep this or not. And you're just trying to use your logic here. This is what you're doing. And you're doing it in a detached way, okay? Now, this could be, this Seven of Pentacles, this could be a relationship that you were trying to decide on here, or you're trying to just gain insight here. You're definitely detached about it. This can also be somebody else, you know, in your environment who is kind of looking at a situation and they are being detached about it as well. But I think this is you, and it has to do with love, and you're sizing it up here, okay? Now, you got to take it how it comes, Pisces, because this is going to be different for, you know, it's going to be tweaked a little different for each of you. So the next card, we have the Star here. You could be dealing with an Aquarian here. We have a lot of signs here. but I really think that you are healing here. And you're healing from somebody who is trying to get away with some bullshit here. With the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords here, showing up with the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is the same person who is kind of in and out here. They're not so reliable. They could be, you know, so charismatic, and, you know, they could be a pretty boy, or, you know, or a beautiful woman possibly. But here, you know, you're just hoping to heal here. You're hoping to heal here from whoever this was, this type of energy. Somebody could be just trying to get away with something, and they're just kind of in and out here, and they're not, you know, they're not committing. And this is also third party energy. The Seven of Swords can be third party energy. So, you know, I feel like you're healing from that, and definitely you're healing here. And this is your hopes and fears. Okay. You could also be kind of worried here, you know, that this wish that you have is this, okay, is this Seven of Swords and this Knight of Wands here. You could be dealing with a fire sign again. There's a lot of fire energy here. But I just think you're trying to heal. You're trying to heal from somebody who was, you know, sneaky shit, or just trying to get away with something. Possibly mind games. You were dealing with somebody who was playing mind games up here, okay? We all know players play mind games here. Now, this King of Wands that's showing up here, this is the why it's all happening, or the root cause. You know, I feel like somebody possibly made an apology to you. And they could be a fire sign. They could be a player. The King of Wands can be a player. Because he's, you know, he's definitely entrepreneurial material. But sometimes he can just be a big player, because, you know, wands are about sexual passion. In many cases. Okay. So we have the outcome, Pisces. And it is the Ten of Swords. But this is over. Okay. So no worries on that. All right. This backstabbing is over, whatever this person did to you. And they did some shit here, because this is in the past, the recent past. And, you know, this Seven of Swords was in the hopes and fears. So somebody did something to you, and but you're good. You're totally coming out of that, and, you know, you're being really strong about it with all these great cards. Now, in your outcome, the King of Pentacles here is here. Some readers call this the marriage card. But, you know, one of the marriage cards. You know, you could just be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn here. You could be dealing with any sign here, seriously, because there's so many, you know, everybody's here. All the elements are here. Now, you're going to get over this. This is over with. This is, you know, at the outcome. This is, the Ten of Swords is a completion. You're done with it, okay? This backstabbing is over, and you're going to have a new start here, because the Page of Pentacles is about somebody offering their pentacle here. It's something that is tangible, so it's stable. It's not something, you know, flighty. It's something that is grounded and stable. And, you know, I feel like it does really have to do with grounding, you know, because now we have, or stability, because now we have the King of Pentacles again, which is, you know, the ultimate. If you're not dealing with an earth sign here, Pisces, this is the ultimate sign of card of stability and, you know, being grounded, wealth, okay? But you're having a new start here for yourself, okay, in your outcome after some backstabbing has been done. And I hope you enjoyed your reading, Pisces. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm really appreciating it. Send me your comments. I do read them. I do occasionally respond, but I'm definitely reading those, and I'm wishing you power and light. Thank you so much.